a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys responded well to their season-opening loss, winners a week ago. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And they'll begin by running the option. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Richardson working from the gun. A short one there, caught by Warren. The gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And they're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go. County Lions.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. a touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to go down again. Gregory Rousseau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. There's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ballgame for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Now it's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Here we go, Jack. Look at my team.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Richardson. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. The Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Richardson. His throw incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well down.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Jones on the return. They juked him. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Allen. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Cook again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Let's go now.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this is Cook to the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Quick slant to Shakir. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and goal.
Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 4 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati, the Bengals at home to take on the LA Rams. And it's Joe Burrow getting this one to T. Higgins. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Bengals are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And it's Malik Neighbors. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the first half. The Giants, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season, they lead this one at the half. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Bijan Robinson. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons lead it by a touchdown at the half. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now Allen off the bootleg. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen again. He'll try to pick it up himself. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Bills. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he takes it in across the chop for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick
After
off.
the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Play action. Now Richardson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. This offense on third down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Richardson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Sanders providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Jones. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're right on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.